you bleed. I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flex. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. Someone tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, you don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when I breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak, I'm sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh barely, my bets are off. Everything.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. There's Garoppolo to throw. This is Coleman with a grab. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On third down, here's Coleman. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go deep, tighten up.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Good job.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fix and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
21. Here we go.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line.
Here we go.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
One, Omaha.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch 54. Here we go.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Flushed out right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Bears take over.
At their own 21-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 21.
He's crossing. He's checking credit.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The linebacker Fred Warner right there on the coverage.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
Now it's Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
That's good for the Bears. First down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. We're scoreless after one. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, CD, with the end of the season comes the announcement of the All-Pro team, and everybody was like, wait a second, Christian McCaffrey's listed twice. Is that a mistake? No, he got it both at running back and flex. Pretty impressive.
Very impressive, because I think a lot of people thought that if you have a running back and a flex position, that maybe Christian McCaffrey would go into the flex because he catches the ball so well. And he would go ahead and elevate the big guy out of Tennessee, Derrick Henry, to the all-pro running back. Henry ends up being a second-team guy, but McCaffrey deserves being first-team running back as well as first-team flex. He had a tremendous, spectacular year.
And as you might imagine, Baltimore leads the way. 5 players named to the all-pro selection. Of course, leading the way for them, the quarterback Lamar Jackson.
Yes, and rightly so, and I fully expect him to be named the MVP when we get to NFL honors right before the Super Bowl. He's going to sweep all of those, and he deserves it. Carried that team throughout the season and got better in their bigger games.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Draw play here, Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing here, Trubisky. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Check 56. Hey.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. He finds Robinson. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run forward with Montgomery. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
That's the score. Bears 7, 49ers nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
One, Omaha.
On play action. Now Garoppolo. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Leonard Floyd in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here comes Cohen. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep over. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field, and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning up.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
21.
Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
On 3rd down, it's Coleman. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset enough.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now it's Trubisky. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by DJ Reed.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch out.
It's a and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. 1st half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. Open man is Trey Burton. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. CD, put on your OC cap here. What do you do? 2nd and 1, you get stuffed. Now 3rd and 1.
You know, in the old days, I would have said we're going to line up and we're going to run the same darn play and we're going to get it right. But nowadays, as tough as defenses are, I want some mobility. I want some movement, putting the ball in the hands of my quarterback and giving him a run-pass option.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now Trubisky escaping the pressure right. Finding Gabriel complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
2nd and 5 now. Trubisky, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. From 10 yards out as the Bears push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what, with those first 5 minutes.
And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
Colors dangerous. Ain't too many can play with words, man. I just wanna be her for your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke. No. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke. No. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke. No. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems. You don't want smoke. No. You don't want. Yeah, I pissed so my frustration. I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready. 8, read.
Tannehill on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 79 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They're the favorite, no question. And when they score like that on the opening drive to set the tone, you're the underdog on the other bench. That's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, because you can't bring the home crowd into it because you're counting on that to be a part of your equalizer, ride their momentum. But you have to give them something to cheer for. So now what you're worried about is they're better than we are. We can't get going. Are we about to get blown out?
Good news, still a long way to go. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First down, Murray. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. Screenplay, Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Kamale Correa providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it? They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Shift. Hey, wahoo! Ready?
Here's Tannehill. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken around the 12. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll pull it down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On first down, Drake. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A huge play there for Arizona. 43 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner Murray. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 6 there on first.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Now Drake. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Tannehill. Steps away to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
And he finds Fitzgerald. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal. Murray now, 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Robert Alford that time on the great coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down.
Protein spill. Say. Bang, 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 bang.
They'll try and pick it up with Lewis. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
Mike, 55.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Mike,
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the corner, Tremaine Brock. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar
I was
situation.
going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
This one caught by Davis. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for 3rd down. After the penalty, it's Henry. Powers through it, and he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Got some room at the 30. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Dancing to his left. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it...
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Kamale Correa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Fitzgerald hauling it in for Murray. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Charles Clay has tied in the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing now is Murray. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 17-yard line.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone.
Murray fighting, lost the football. And that might be Titan football. It is.
All I know, partner, is that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the two-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Henry. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Cards going nickel, an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. That was the corner, Robert Alford with a sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Here's Brett Kern now. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. That's taken it around the 40. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Set, ready. Come on, 18 Gator. Let's go. Time on. Gonna be a long
Murray now on 1st down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Hey, Delta.
From the 38, Tannehill forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Cassius Marsh able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taking it about the 16. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. He was looking for Daniels that time.
50, plant.
check, 43.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cassius Marsh picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Slam.
On 2nd down, it's Lewis. Nice move by Lewis. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Being chased out left. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good, and an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, 75 yards. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
43's the mark. 43's the mark. Coming to you. Coming to you.
Watch out.
22 jet bombers. 22 jet shoot.
They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Recon, 152 fighter.
Tannehill. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And it's 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, it's Lewis. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory, backed up, in good situation. It didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
They'll run for it with Henry. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the 1st down stitch. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. On that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for the Cardinals.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. He'll buy some time right. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Rashawn Evans on the tackle.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. To throw, it's Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. They'll run it again with Henry. He finds an opening past the 40. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour. And something that you noticed along the way, just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they can pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.